Good morning and welcome to launch day. Finally, yay! Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to give people a chance to join me and hopefully you can hear me okay. If someone could send me some thumbs up, that would be wonderful. And then I can flip the camera and show you all the goodies and the sample. So much inspiration. I've decided I'm going to split it into two because there's just too much. I've got a whole basket, 2 basketfuls. It's just like it's crazy to try and do it all this morning. So I will do one this morning. I will be live tonight at 7:30 when I'll be getting creative, and then I will be back tomorrow at 10:30 and I will do the second part of the inspiration, and so then they'll be loaded up onto YouTube so you can go back and find them easily and be able to watch them whenever you want to. So I'm going to spin the camera because I'd much rather you looked at the products. Bear with me. Thank you for letting me know it's all okay. And thank you so much for joining me. Okay, let's get this positioned. Okay, so I know the light's shining on it. I'm sorry, I will move it so you can see it better. So first up, after customers' requests, we have Christmas sentiment banners. I'm just waiting for my camera, my computer to catch up. Okay. I'm hoping, yeah, I think I've got rid of the horrible glare. So in here we have Merry Christmas, Winter Wishes, Peace and Joy, Season's Greetings, Joy to the World, Across the Miles, Happy New Year, From Our Home to Yours, and From My Home to Yours. I've been asked several times if I would do a sentiment that was from just one person. So we've got From My Home to Yours. So I hope that makes some people happy, which I'm sure it will do. And I just think that these are just so fabulous. They look absolutely amazing if you do them onto coloured card. And then obviously you get the coloured words showing. These have both been embossed with Wow's polished silver embossing powder. But they are absolutely beautiful. You can use the banner die to die cut them out as well if you want to, but they are pretty easy to use with the guillotine anyway. But they do fit the banner. We've made them so they fit the banner die, so you can die cut your banners and then place the stamps that you want to actually stamp out onto your actual banners. But they emboss absolutely beautifully. You can read the sentiments. They're fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And I absolutely, let me put the black ones back so you can see it better. I absolutely love this card that Philippa has done. Just absolutely stunning. Using, I would imagine Versifying Claire coloured inks. But Philippa, please feel free to say what inks you used if I've got that wrong. I've got a different place for my computer this morning, because I was hoping to be able to read the sentiments a bit better. But you know what, I can't read and talk. I will read them afterwards. We've also got Christmas foilables, which Philippa has used on here as well, with the gorgeous glittery foil, which just makes them look lovely, beautiful colouring. And it just things like the numbers that we've just had as well. I mean, how fabulous does that look? Absolutely beautiful card. Morning, Ben. I don't know who else should just let me whiz back very quickly. Hi, Joe. So we've got some of our stockists watching as well. I'm not sure if Hazel's watching because she has to get to the shop. So sometimes, but Joe from Let's Create is watching. Oh, I didn't say my bit, did I? Okay, I'll show you the products and then I'll do my spiel. Okay, so isn't that beautiful? And then the second set, there's only 2 stamp sets. It's a very small Christmas release, because I bought back some bestsellers because that's what the customers had asked for. So The second one we've got is Christmas postage and more. After the success of the postage stamps stamp set, I had lots of people asking, please can you do a Christmas one? And I thought, well, actually, that's a really lovely idea. It works beautifully with the postage. It works on its own as well. You don't have to have the postage. But I've made it so that these backgrounds will fit the square postage, but they're really easy to stamp two of. And you'll see that in a moment on some of the sample cards, and make them bigger for the oblong postage as well. Wait till you see the cards that Joe Street has made with these little tiny stamps. They are absolutely amazing, and just shows the versatility of little stamps so well. So you've got the Christmas wording background, you've got the holly, you've got a solid holly, so you can put this on the back of your envelopes from the postage set. You've got the deer, you've got a squiggly tree, a snowflake, and then you've got a little cluster of snowflakes. You've got Christmas post, you've got a hand-drawn Christmas tree. You've then got a triangle Christmas tree. You've got a deer or a stag, probably a stag. And then you've got a 25th of December North Pole Santa's delivery postmark. You've got a Merry Christmas. We've got a little poinsettia. And then we've got a Happy Christmas as well that has got hollies and snowflakes in it. So that is the postage stamp set. And then this is a card that I've made. The deer, he embossed on that postage where I just joined the holly. It's just so easy, just stamp two. And because it's such a busy background, it doesn't show. Oh, thank you. I'm just seeing ordered. Thank you so much. That's lovely. And then we've got the postage marks in the background. We've got our Merry Christmas heat embossed. And then the little poinsettias. We've got our liquid pearls in the middle of them. And then, by demand of the customers, we have Hazel's words, Christmas word set back in stock. So this has been reordered. Now, lots of you missed out last time, and all I'm going to say is there isn't huge numbers. So if you want it, don't hang about. Make sure you go and get it quickly. It was so popular last time, and reordered it, and it sold out again. And then it's like, okay, well, we'll get it back in time for Christmas again. But just you can mix and match your wording. But you've got merry, and then obviously you've got an and in the first set, so you can do merry and bright. You've got Christmas in here, and joy. You've got peace on earth. You've got winter, so you can do winter wishes. You've got Noel. You've got season's greetings, so you could do merry and bright as well. I'm trying to see what else we've got. Christmas joy, Christmas greetings, winter wishes, which is nice for winter birthdays as well. So a fabulous die set that was absolutely asked for by the customers. And then some of the best-selling ones are my vertical sentiments, which you will see on the samples in a second. They are just so useful, great for backgrounds, but lovely if you want a sentiment to go down the side of your card, obviously. And then they also fit in the banners, so you could do the banners on their sides and they will fit in there as well. And then we've got our 3 packs of foilables. So we've got Christmas foilables, we've got festive foilables, and we've got Christmas joy foilables. And when you see how the design team have used the foilables in amongst with the stamping, like Philippa has on here, they make such lovely impact on your cards. Just even foiled and mixed in with some of the die cut flowers. I'm just blown away with how beautiful the foilables look on the DT samples. So, right, the bit that I had to do that I forgot to do. So, from 9 o'clock in the morning, which has now gone, these products are available from Hazel and Paul at Dragon's Papercraft, from Holly at Wow Embossing Powder, from Joe and Mark at Let's Create, at Kate from the Mulberry Bush, from Jamie and Daphne at Craftmania Crafts, from Ben at Intercraft, Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss, and then from Simon Says Stamps in America and J Craft in Australia. And also I've made the Pinterest boards live, so all the sample cards are on there. So if you can't wait till tomorrow to see the rest of the ideas, then head over to Pinterest, and that's pinterest.com/Julie Hickey Designs, and you'll find the boards for each of the products. So there's a board for the new sentiment banners, there's a board for the new Christmas postage, there is a board for hazels, and there'll be a board for the foilables and the vertical Christmas as well, but you might need to go search further down for those. I will be back tonight at 7:30 getting creative, and then like I said, I will be here on tomorrow, Thursday, at 10:30 UK time, and I'll do inspiration part 2, because there just is, I've got 2 big basketfuls of ideas, inspiration from the DT, and I have got some beautiful projects to share. So if I put those over there, oh, perfect. Right, I'm just going to go through the boxes. I'm not going to, they're going to have a mixture of everything on them. So this is from Emma, and Emma's used a foilable for her sentiment. She's used some of the flower sets, but because she's done it in those Christmas colours, because this flower isn't a poinsettia, but she's done it in red, she's made it look like a poinsettia. She's heat embossed the little Christmas tree onto acetate and just tucked those, so there's a bit of sparkle. She's used a lovely sparkly embossing powder, but it's just absolutely beautiful. Stunning. So that's one from Emma, and then I can't reach them. This one is from Philippa. So she's used it just shows how everything mixes and matches and works so well together. The design team have really got this across. We've got the stamps, we've got the postage stamps, we've got some foilables. These are foilables. You can colour your foilables. If you haven't met, these have been foiled in green. I don't know, let me just, oh yes, you can see it. Okay, so it's been foiled in green, and then Philippa's coloured them in with her, I would imagine, alcohol markers. They look absolutely beautiful. This again is another foilable, but we've got our stamps in here as well, so they mix and match perfectly together and just look amazing. And with that foiling, it just adds a little bit of luxury to your cards. And one from Tracy. So again, Tracy's used her foilables. Again, actually Tracy's used green as well for this. Oh, we got a bit of string there. Here we go. So we've got our lovely trees. She's used the circle die. We've got a bit of an inky background. We've got some stamping. We've got our Christmas sentiment banners. So it just shows how beautifully they mix and match together. I'm going to be doing a little bit of foilables tonight, but I will actually, I'm going to do something next week as well and show how to use them, because I think a lot of people have probably missed them. So I'm going to get them out, and because these have just inspired me so much. And then this one is, do you know, I don't know whose this one is. Let me just find the other cards. I think it's Joe Street. I'm sure it's Joe. But we've got a little bit of inky background, very subtle and very soft in the background. She's used silver embossing with our season's greetings from our home to yours. But look at these lovely little elements dotted in between the poinsettias. Or she's made them more like Christmas roses. They look fabulous, but they're foiled. So these are your little bits of foilables that Joe has used to create that beautiful wreath. And then we've got some of the postage marks and some of the Christmas wording just in the background of the card. It's absolutely stunning. It really is. And then let's have one from me. So I wanted to do slightly different colours this time. I love like Hazel's words, so I've die cut them in glitter card. And I've done joy, peace and love. And I should have done an ampersand, shouldn't I? And because we have one. And then I've used the postage marks and the little flowers. But I've just picked 3 colours. So I picked the lilac, the blue, 2 colours. Oh, and a deeper lilac or purpley colour. And just stuck to those, and little dots of liquid pearls in between as well, and of course a bit of glitter glue on there. So you can make them as simple as you like. The whole point of sharing the inspiration is so you do pinch ideas. Absolutely. Look at this from Joe Street. How amazing is that with all those little stamps? Absolutely fabulous. We've got a foiled sentiment in that shocking pink, which just looks beautiful. And then Joe's used the pink and then pale pink for Holly, the stag and the trees. It's just lovely. Got a real Scandi sort of feel to it, but it's just so clever with all those little stamps. Beautiful. And then another one from Emma, where she's used her Christmas postage, but she's die cut a circle so they look like baubles in her card. And we've got beautiful flowers. Now these are just regular flowers, not Christmas flowers, but because she's done them in the red glitter and then used acetate and white embossing on the top, it just gives it a Christmas feel. And then we've got all this lovely green foliage in the background, which is just die cut, not stamped. But then in the background of our card, and I will open it up because she's done it. I love this down the side. That is so beautiful. So we've got our postage mark. We've got our stamps. We've got holly in it. We've got the large postage just going off the page. But it's just beautiful. And it's repeated down the side of a, because it's not a Z fold. It's not a gate fold. It is a Z fold. I beg your pardon. It is a Z fold. Yeah, so she's repeated that down on the left-hand side of her card as well. It's just stunning. But using everyday flowers to give the effect of Christmas flowers. So I'm sure you're going to have something in your collection, some die cut that you can use. Just absolutely stunning. And then let's have another one from Tracy. Oh, I'm going to show you. I love this. This is, Tracy's made an envelope shaped card. How lovely is that? She's used Emma's stamps from last year, but she's used some poinsettias, which are foilables, which she's done in red foil. I'm just going to wait for my computer. I hope it's showing the foil up nicely, because it's just like, it's fabulous. And how lovely is that? So mixing stamps. These were Christmas stamps, Christmas flowers, but you could use, as long as you colour them in the right colours, then I think you can get away with using any colour. Let me look at these. These are just, I think that's my hand-picked florals, but I'm not sure. Isn't that terrible? But we've got our postage mark on our envelope, and then Tracy's used the red foil on her beautiful foilable sentiment. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's find another one from Philippa. Oh, I love this as well. So Philippa's used the well, I love all of them. She's used the poinsettia in the background, and it just looks like she's got a piece of printed background paper. Gorgeous little flowers in the corners, but then she's used the postage, but she's cut them as an aperture and then done the images set back. So her postage is raised up. Just absolutely beautiful. And I like how she's done this with her banners. So she's put a little kink in her banner. So it really does look like, that's so clever, Philippa. I never spotted that before. That's brilliant. Just the little details, the little bit of blue in the background around her colouring just really sets it off. Absolutely fantastic. So many ideas, so many ideas. Right, let's have another. Oh, I love this little one from Joe as well. So again, from Joe Street, just adding those little stamps and a little bit of gold glitter glue onto craft card and a bit of black twine. But how effective does that look? It's really fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Right, I don't know what I've done. Hang on, maybe they're at the front. I'm just thinking where Joe... Oh, these are Joe Shannon. Right, okay. I was getting worried where Joe's were. There we go. I'm sure this is Joe. Yes, I'm sure it is. beautiful tea bag folding where she stamped the holly background on it and then created a Christmas tree and then created her own bows out of pattern papers and used the season's greetings. But it's fabulous. Very dimensional, but it would go flat to go in an envelope. But it's just lovely with that texture of the tea bag folding for our Christmas tree. Brilliant. Fabulous idea. And then, so this one is from Philippa. She's used an actual envelope and stamped the Happy Christmas all over the envelope. She's used little envelopes and put her snowflake on it and Christmas post. We've got Merry Christmas in our long postage stamps. I love this where it looks like, not a film strip, but it is almost like a film strip. I love how it's like connected, but I love the different colours as well. And I love how she's done part of the tree in one and part of the tree in another. That's brilliant. Adding her numbers from the number set that we had the other day. Using her vertical sentiments on her banners. It's just absolutely fabulous. I can't believe the design team have obviously been very inspired by it, because I really do have so many cards. This one from Emma, where she's used the little poinsettia and done it on vellum, heat embossed it and cut it out, but done it onto vellum. And then she's just used one of my leaf dies to create her own wreath shape on her card. Again, it's a Z fold. She's die cut a circle into the front panel, and then the circle obviously overhangs. It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And using vellum for her season's greetings across the centre, and it's heat embossed and it's glittery, and the wording is, I'm going to bring it up close because the wording is still absolutely perfect. Absolutely stunning. Thank you everybody for joining me. This is so lovely, and for all your comments that I can see whizzing past, which I will go back and read afterwards when I have my coffee. Okay, so this one is from Tracy's. She's cut an aperture in the front of her card and put acetate in it, and behind that she's used some trees, and she's used the foilables with the little houses that she's foiled. And I just think this is lovely. Merry Christmas across the miles from our home to yours. How fabulous is that? Such a clever idea. So clever. Let's have another one from me. So I love this Christmas tree, and I heat embossed 3, and then I coloured it with 2 different colour green felt tip pens and a water brush. So very simple. And then use my Peace and Joy heat emboss with my favourite platinum embossing powder. And then I did a little bit around the edge of my card that I layered it onto. Just very simple. I used the star from the postage stamp set for the top of the tree. Very simple, but you could stamp loads of these out, and then you could add different sentiments to the bottom, and you could have a lovely time just colouring them in. So another good idea. Right, I'm going to show you this make of Tracy's now. I'm going to move the cards out of the way, sorry, so I get myself a bit more room again. I might need to pull the camera back a little bit. And I really want it to be dark and to turn the lights off, but you'll see why in a minute. Bear with me a second. But how beautiful is this? Tracy has made a box that you could put a present in, I have to say, and it's got a ribbon handle for it. The lift doesn't, it comes up, but it's in with the ribbon, so the ribbon is threaded through it, which is such a clever idea. It's all stamped inside as well, look at that. And she's made this little acetate window which she's put lights in. But we've got little Christmas trees in there. We've got the Christmas trees of the stamp and around the edge. And we've got the little tree. This is so clever. She's used one of the little trees as like foliage around the top. And it just looks amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. And you could put a present in there as well. And it lights up. Who wouldn't want to receive that? It's brilliant. I was going to turn the lights off. Right, bear with me. So next up, this one is from Emma, where she's used the foilables from the baubles, and she's the soft colouring and joy to the world. Again, she's just used regular flowers, but because she's done them in such pretty icicle colours, and this is a foilable with the mistletoe. So this foilable here is this foilable, and Emma has used it and just tucked it in underneath as her part of her foliage. So how different, but how beautiful does it look? Just absolutely amazing. And then she's got acetate flowers on top of her regular flowers, but these are just all like the hand-picked flowers. So not Christmas flowers at all. And then you get the bows on the top of the mistletoe. So she's cut her bow off, just use the foliage, but use the bows for each of her baubles. Just so clever. Absolutely beautiful. So I'll show you this one that I did, which is like, when you look at Emma's and then you look at mine, okay. I literally foiled this in gold and coloured it with green felt tip pen, like my clean colour, and a water brush. So you can use a water brush on them. And I've added my joy to the world. Now, one thing with the foilables, when they are made, they are laser cut. So they tend to have a little bit of a brown tinge around the edge. Let me see if I can... You can just about see it around the edge of here. Now, I'm going to tell you, I want to tell you, because when you put it onto a piece of card like this, you do not see it. Can you see that on Emma's? No, because you've got colours and stuff, different bits around the edge of your foilables, so it takes your eye off of that. But I want you to be aware. Did you notice it on Tracy's card? Where's Tracy's card gone? There. So can you see that on Tracy's card? No, because you've got colours in the background. So as long as you put something coloured, if you were going to put one of those on a white card, yes, you will see it. But if you are going to put it onto a inky background or a muted background or a piece of coloured card, or you're going to do some ink blending around them or ink blend around the edges, you will not notice it at all. Did you spot it on Philippa's? No. And Philippa has got hers against a white card. But you're just looking at her beautiful colouring. You don't see any of that at all. But I do want to point it out. Right, next, let's do another one of Joe's. So this is Joe Street's. I love this colour palette that Joe has used. It's like a, I don't even know what colour this is. It's like a rusty, it's beautiful. And then the green and the teal. But such a lovely colour combination. These are all foilables. Look at that. I mean, foiled in gold. How fabulous do they look? And you get so many. So if you haven't been introduced to foilables, in this, I need to bash them to get them so I can. So in there's 95 different foilables, and that is the Christmas ones. In the festive, I can't. There is 104, and in the Christmas Joy there is 68, because you've got bigger ones in here. But yeah, so many in each pack, and they can create the most beautiful cards just using a laminator and some foil. Okay, I'm trying to get some, that's better, I can see it now. Right, so another one that Joe Street did, and because you can personalise your cards using the alphabet set that we had the other week from Hazel, we've got Dear Niece on here and Happy Christmas. We've got the foilables that have been done in purple, and then Joe's mounted them up onto, actually it's a Dinky Square die that's got that lovely embossing on the foiled card, but then she's used little squares of the background Christmas wording behind her baubles. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, this is... Right, I'm not sure if this... Philippa, is this yours? But there's no stamp on the back. I think this might be... Oh, this could be Tracy's, actually, or Joe's. I'm really sorry. They're all in a basket together. But how beautiful is this? All the stamped holly background. I love it with the gaps between it. We've got the poinsettias from a few Christmases ago, the die. We've got the foilables, but they haven't been foiled. You can use them without foiling them. So this has been coloured in, got gorgeous glossy accent centres. I think this is probably Joe Shannon's, but it would be nice if anyone's watching can own up to it. And then we've got the gold foiled Happy Christmas, which is a foilables. I think it's Joe Shannon's as well. I'm not sure if Joe may well have had to go for the shop as well. But absolutely stunning. Right, I've got to keep some back, haven't I? Right, we'll keep that one back because we've done... Okay. So, oh yes, we'll keep that one back. Sorry, I'm just sorting a few out because I'm going to do some more, aren't I? Right, okay. So, this one is from Philippa. Again, so this is such a great use. I love all this postage in the background. Just the empty postage stamped. I love that. I love the Happy Christmas postage mark on it. But then we've got the postage stamps and we've got the background on it. And then we've got foilables on the top. So you can see where they're red and shiny. That is anything that is showing up. These, the little stamp here and the holly. These are all foilables that have been done in red foil. But how fabulous is that? How lovely is this with the use of the alphabet stamps that we had the other day? And so Santa Post, such a gorgeous, it's such a fabulous idea. I'm just blown away. I know I always am, but, and this one, I think this is Joe Shannon's as well. Using the large, this is either Joe Shannon's or Tracy's. Using the large, I think it's Joe Shannon's because of how it's been coloured. The large postage stamp, we've got the deer, we've got the little deer, or the stag, we've got the little stags in the background, we've got our tree. And then she's used the tree for the foliage in the corner as well, like Tracy did. Just so clever. And then this is a foilable, but it's not been foiled. I don't think it has anyway. It might have got black foil on it. I don't think so. But it's been coloured and then it's got this lovely, very fine glitter over the top of it. And then we've got the postage stamp that has been, it's probably clear embossing, but it could be glossy accents. How fabulous is that? Joe, that is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And I'm taking it that this is Joe's as well. I'm sure it was. Again, Joe has used beautiful blooms for flowers, but she's done them in this lovely glittery card. So do you really have to have Christmas florals? Like, you can use your everyday ones. If you change your cardstock, I just can't believe how much it makes it look like Christmas. We've got Season's Greetings, and that looks like that's been done onto vellum. It's beautiful. But look at the background. This is texture paste that's silver, but it's gone through Hazel's Christmas stencil. So if you were lucky enough to get that, but how lovely does that look? It's absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Stunning. Right, we'll have a couple more traces. So this is one of Tracy's where she's used the tree for her background. She's die cut a circle, but inside we've got all our little snowflakes. We've got our Christmas trees, and then down the side we've got Let It Snow, using the postage stamps and the letters. And we've got our postage mark, and how lovely is that? Absolutely fabulous. So clever. Oh, and I thought this was a really clever idea as well. This, I'm sure this was Tracy. We've got our wording stamp and our holly stamp, but she's turned them into presents. And then for a bow, she's used part of my daisy die from the beautiful blooms, but it looks like a ribbon bow with lovely, I just think that's fantastic. So clever. And then we've got our season's greetings on it as well. Okay, so Tracy has made so many, I can't believe it. This one, I love this. I think this is such a great use of the vertical sentiments. So we've got Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, Let It Snow, all peace, love and joy, merry and bright, all in the different shades, the greens and the teals, and then she's matched the colours up with her Christmas trees. And I love this with the circles behind. Such a clever way, but it's got acetate between it because it's like a gap card. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and how the same colours are reflected at the bottom. Very clever, Tracy. I like that. Very clever. Right. I'm going to have to show you two more of Tracy's because I've got so many. This one, again, I love how she's done this with her vertical sentiments. So use them as the strings for her baubles, which are out of her foilables. And she's done them with a blue foil, which is just so pretty. So pretty. It's like a blue spark. It's gorgeous. And then with the lovely Merry Christmas banner. I just think that these banners are must-haves. They just get your sentiment across. It's just there, isn't it? It's lovely. I love this one too, where she's got a little bit of trying to work out what colour it is. It almost looks like abandoned coral, but it's very pretty. It is like a corally colour, which Tracy's done in the background. We've got the wording made into a banner and some of our trees, and then we've got Hazel's wording again, and just little ink splats in the background, and a little bit of string, and I can never, sisal is it, or teasel, or I don't know, little bit of wispiness. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to save those of Tracy's. I'll show you one more of mine. So this one, where I've used the postage, the rectangular postage stamp, put my trees on it, and I've done some inkiness in the background, a little bit of gold splats in there as well. Saltwater taffy. Where? I need to find my one. I had that and I don't know where it is. And then adding the wording and the envelopes to my background and the postage marks. You could do that just as easily with one. But again, the Merry Christmas with the sentiment, those sentiment banners do just really have some impact on the card. They really do. Right, let's show, I'm going to show two more of Jo's streets, and then I'm going to save hers for tomorrow. Look at the simplicity of this. We've got an embossed line that she's done on her scoreboard around the back, around the edge of her card. We've got one heat embossed postage stamp, and then we've got the holly in the centre, stamped in green, and then just a little bit of it bled out. Little bits of, it looks like red glitter glue for her berries, and then her Merry Christmas banner. It's so classy, just absolutely beautiful, but very simple to do. If you've got lots to make, that would be a fabulous one to do. And then this I thought was very clever as well. Jo's created a mask for her Christmas tree and stamped the holly. So we've got a triangle shaped, I mean, I would imagine I would cut a mask to do that. Stamp your holly and then draw your gold line around your tree afterwards. Again, Jo's used the postage stamp star, and we've got peace and joy, and just little tiny splats in the background, just a few. Like, I always go too mad, but that, I just think it's lovely. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so we'll keep a couple of Emmas. Right. Okay. Yes, I'm going to show you this one because this card inspired my live for tonight. I just thought the colours were so pretty. I love the combination of the stamping in white around the background, and then the postage stamps that have been stamped in white, and then we've got a bit of mirror card, and we've got the foilables again. So those little cuties that are in one of the sets of foilables, they are in, let me see, typical, I can't see them. I'll have to get my packets out. I will tell you tonight what packet it's from because I've got my stuff ready for tonight. So my card isn't the same, but it's my version of Emma's card. But so this is what I will be making something tonight. Not as beautiful as that. Okay, one more from Emma. So this, again, absolutely stunning. I love the colour of this with the postage in the background. We've got the big square die, the original one that she's created a frame with. We've got hills and some snow. We've got our trees. And she's used the alphabet to put it's the most. And then we had wonderful the other day, time of the year. And then she's used the little poinsettia as well. And it's actually all been done onto like a snowflake paper, pattern paper. So just because it's a pattern paper doesn't mean that you can't embellish it and add your own extra bit to it. Absolutely beautiful. And white heat embossed. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I'm going to move these out of the way because I want to show you something that Philippa has made. I'm going to save Tracy's other project till tomorrow, sorry. To be so careful with the samples. Right, so I'm going to show you something that Philippa's made, and then I've got something that Tracy's made to share with you tomorrow, and something that Emma made to share with you tomorrow. How beautiful is this? So Philippa has used the letters for Countdown to Christmas. She's used the numbers from different sets, but this is Hazel's one that we had the other day. This is the original one, and this is Sweet Pea. So she's done her numbers for all of her Counting Down to Christmas. All of the backgrounds are created using either the holly, the background, the poinsettia, the wording. But how fabulous is that? We've got postage stamps in there as well. Let me bring it up so you can see some of the detail. How beautiful is that? All that work that's gone into it. Absolutely amazing. It just goes to show what you can do with a set of stamps and some dies. I mean, it's just fantastic. It really is. So I think I've shown enough because I've probably got about a basket full. So bear with me. Let me just flip the camera and come back to you. I'm sure you've been blown away because there's been so many comments. I didn't manage to, I thought it would be easier with it being closer, but it didn't help at all. So never mind, I will go and make a coffee and sit and have a look at it all. Everything is just amazing. Thank you so much to my design team, to Emma, to Hazel. Hazel's got some beautiful cards, but she has kept hers because something is, I'll tell you about that in a minute. So to Hazel, and to Joe Shannon and Joe Street and Marion and Philippa and Tracy. I couldn't do this without you girls. You are incredible. So thank you. And I know that you all love seeing their work, and there is so much that has gone into each and every one of these cards. You just blow me away every time. You make me so proud. So thank you. And thank you to the customers as well who tune in and come and have a look and buy, and you share as well. You share so much inspiration in our Crafty Friends of Julie Hickey Designs group. It is so lovely to see. So next week, so I'll be back tonight at 7:30 getting creative. Then I'll be back on Thursday doing another live with the rest of the inspiration. I will download the videos onto YouTube because it makes it easier to find, and you can watch, some people like to watch on their TVs. And then next week, starting on Monday, we have a Christmas event for you. So we are going to be, there's going to be something happening every day from Monday to Friday, Philippa. I should have bought my list, shouldn't I? Anyway, there's a Christmas event all next week. We're all doing lives. We're all going to bring you something different. Philippa's doing an amazing job getting everything ready to promote it all. So there will be images and stuff soon. There's going to be stuff for you to download, to keep. There's going to be giveaways. Lots of the samples that you've, like the projects and what have you, we're going to give away. So yeah, you need to tune in next week, but it all will be revealed with a itinerary. Well, yeah, what's happening. Be good if I knew, wouldn't it? I do know, really. I've just forgotten. But yeah, so that's up for next week. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you go off and treat yourself. List of the stockists is pinned to the top of my Julie Hickey Designs page, or it will be, because I couldn't do it because it was publishing once I'd started. And don't forget, you can get them from Hazel and Paul at Dragon's Papercraft, from Holly at Wow Embossing, from Joe and Mark at Let's Create, from Kate at the Mulberry Bush, from Daphne and Jamie at Craftmania Crafts, Ben at Intercraft, Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss, in America from Simon Says, and in Australia from J Craft. And thank you to the stockists as well. If you didn't keep believing in me and promoting my brand, yeah. So thank you to everybody. And have a fabulous day. And I will see you tonight at 7:30 UK time. Okay, take care and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.